Welcome to Short and Sweet number 12. Today we're going to talk about how to ace a telephone. Telephone interviews are a bit different in their dynamic. In some ways they're easier because you can have notes, but in some ways they're harder because a lot of how we can impress an interviewer is by being there face to face and being able to get the feel from someone and being able to interact with them. So on a telephone interview, you really need to take every advantage that you can to impress the interviewer on the other end of the line. Hopefully today's Short and Sweet will help you do that. All right, first thing to do is make sure you have all the details. It's so easy for the technical portion of telephone interviews to get screwed up. So what you need to make sure to do is confirm the telephone details, the Skype details, Zoom details, whatever details that you need. Make sure that everything is prepared. You technically have everything set up. If you're using a computer, that you have that set up and you've tested it. If you haven't, get a friend, a recruiter, whoever, make sure that it is working smoothly. The next point is to have a quiet background. You don't want a lot of noise in the background. If you have the noise, then it's going to really disrupt what's going on and the interviewer might not be able to hear. So you want your message to come through clear so that you sound great. Listen and don't interrupt. It's really easy sometimes when we're on the telephone to interrupt the other speaker. You have to make sure that the other person on the other end of the line is done speaking before you give your answer. In an interview, make sure that you have a glass of water. Make sure that you have a glass of water in case you start coughing or in case your throat gets dry when you're speaking. You're on the phone, so it's okay to have that glass of water and take a drink. But unlike me, please don't make that sound. Smile. You can hear a smile on the phone. It sounds energetic and engaging, and people like energetic and engaging people. So make sure to smile. Even though if you're in a room by yourself, it may feel strange, remind yourself to smile. In fact, it's not a bad idea, like a lot of salespeople do, to have a mirror right in front of you so it reminds you to smile. You can take notes. Take copious notes if you need to. That gives you a chance to really remember what the interviewer is saying, and later on during the interview, you're able to refer back to something that they said. And finally, remember that your goal for this meeting is to make it a face-to-face interview. If you're a faraway place and you can't physically do a face-to-face interview, ask the interviewer to do something like a video conference with them so that at least you can have that face-to-face experience. If you're on the end of the phone, say, ask the interviewer, when can we have a face-to-face interview? I've really enjoyed our conversation. So there's some tips to help you ace a telephone interview. So that ends our three-part series on how to ace an interview, how to prep, what to do during, and what to do on a phone interview. If you found these useful, or if you have other questions about what you would like to do on an interview, please leave comments below and we'll answer those on our next Short and Sweet.